Take process. Why such?
Hello. Is it okay? Check. I request everyone to take their seats and switch mobile phones to the silent mode. I once again request everyone to take their seats and switch mobile phones to silent mode. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly remain standing okay. Until the dignitaries have left the auditorium. Now, the ladies and gentlemen, they are standing stand until the dignitaries have left. But stand the by the full ground. ముందే చెప్పేది అది చెప్పాలి Dear participants, please pay attention. I also request you.
చెప్పండి తర్వాత చెప్పు. Event commercial product shopping.
They are sitting, ask them to be seated in proper way. Ask everyone to be seated, make them be seated in a proper way. And let those teachers come to the center. All the dignitaries who have come now, attend these actual attendees. Ask them to come to the front, those who have to pay the seats. Go and inform.
Those who are standing, please be seated.
Maintain the decorum.
May I request everyone to please maintain decorum by remaining silent.
Start అయ్యాక
Yes, we have started.
ఫ్యామిలీ లేదు ఒకవేళ రమేష్ సార్ మనకి చేస్తే ఉంటుంది లేకపోతే ఆ సెగ్మెంట్ చేయాలి ఓకే లాస్ట్ లో అయినా సార్ లాస్ట్ లో ఎంత వచ్చింది
వచ్చింది.
ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ అవ్వలేదు చేస్తున్నా ఏమి
రాసుకోండి అక్కడ.
నేను ఏదన్నా చెప్పాల్సింది ఇది కదా
అవును.
ఇది కదా
ఇక్కడ
ఓకే
have this started.
స్టార్ట్
Okay. Can to start this thumb. And may I kindly request everyone to maintain silence and remain standing while the testimony terrace entering the auditorium. Thank you for your cooperation. Names of people. Only yeah.
Name?
Yeah, we're taking
Only-
what Thursday is. It is indeed a moment of great pride for me to invite all our esteemed dignitaries to grace it as. That's what he said, asked me to say. Asked us.
So one after the other, we will invite you.
After
First,
that,
you are the
after
one
that,
who will come upstairs.
they'll be giving welcome address. Okay.
Yes. Another auditor.
Then we have to ask these people to somewhere else there. And I don't know what these people is talking about.
Somewhere else there in.
I know.
Ask those people to be seated somewhere else then. అలా వచ్చి కూర్చుంటారు కదా వాళ్ళకి ప్లేస్ ఇవ్వాలి కదా.
ఆ ఫస్ట్ రో ఇవ్వాలి నేను అడ్రస్ వాళ్ళకి ఇదిగో ఈ ఫస్ట్ రో ఉంది కదా ఆడ కింద కూర్చుంటారు ఆడ నుంచి పిలుస్తాం పైకి కార్తీక మీద ముందే కదా అమ్మ అది కాదు వాడమ్మ కొంచెం వెనక్కి కూర్చోవాలి ఆ స్టైల్ చైర్స్ చూసినావా అందరూ మన వాళ్ళు కూర్చుంటారు తర్వాత పైకి పిలుస్తాం గుర్తు లక్ష్మి ఉందా గుర్తు లక్ష్మి నేను ఎంత గుర్తు తీసుకెళ్ళాలి ఆ ఇద్దరిని కూడా వెనక్కి తీసుకెళ్ళాలి కొంచెం హెచ్ఓడి సార్కి అలా అన్న కూర్చుంటారు కదా
అది మన పని కాదు కదా. నాకు ఇది
ఇది
కనిపిస్తుంది.
పెట్టినా ఇది పెట్టినా
ఎందుకు?
చెప్పా హెచ్ఓడి సార్
ఇంకో థింగ్స్ మేడం.
చెప్పినా
మన పని చేసుకోవాలి నేను వెళ్ళాలి అంతే.
ఇందాక నుంచి తిండి కదా వినబడతలేదు కదా లేకుంటే పిల్లలకి కూడా పెట్టచ్చు కదా బ్యాచెస్ సింగింగ్ టీమ్ కి కూడా సార్ చాలా స్ట్రెస్ గా ఉన్నాడు
ఆయన కూడా పైకి రమ్మని చెప్తాం.
మన పెద్దక్క ఫుల్ దూరం ఉంది ముచ్చట్ల పెద్దక్క ఫుల్ దూరం ఉంది ముచ్చట్ల ఈ ముక్కే నేను అన్నా నేటివ్ స్పీకర్ కదా మీరిద్దరు ఒకే ఊరు కదా మంచిది కదా ఐ మీన్ నువ్వు కొంచెం మేడం ఎంగేజ్ చేస్తే
సేఫ్ వినిపిస్తుంది.
లేదు
మనకి ఎందుకు అవసరం ఆలోచించదు.
ఒక నిమిషం
Already you are knowing, huh? But already done.
Link, how should I join? Link to my friends.
Share the YouTube link.
YouTube link.
This is very important.
Where you have provided that link? Where have you provided that conveners, visionary leaders, and distinguished academicians whose presence elevates this occasion. I now have the honor of introducing our esteemed dignitaries on the bench. It is indeed a moment of great pride for me to invite all our esteemed dignitaries to grace the days. Dr. Kudali Ganiflab Malhari, Associate Professor and Convener, ICIDHAI 2026, to join us. Dr. B. Kedarnath, Assistant Director and Conference Chair, to please assign committees. Dr. B. Venkatramana Reddy, Principal, GNIT, to grace the days. Dr. S. Srinath Reddy, Director, GNITC, to take his place on the days. And our all the HODs, both the HODs of Humanities and Sciences, and our chief guest, Professor C. Kalai Rasan, Rector, Guru Nanak University, to grace the days, and also Dr. K.V. Karthika Ma'am, keynote speaker, to grace the days. May I request Ms. Rishita to present a something to our chief guest as a token of welcome.
Now I request Ms. Sri Lakshmi to present this sampling to ma'am. May I request everyone to kindly rise for the national song to be presented by our students. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Shasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra-josna pulatitayamini, Pulla-kusumitam drumadana-shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadura-bhashini, Sukadam-baradam mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Thank you, students. Please take your seats.
To formally welcome the gathering, I have the honor to invite Dr. Kudali Ganiflab Malhari, Associate Professor of English and Convener, ICIDHAI 2026, to deliver the welcome speech.
Hello, good morning, all of you. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. C. Kalai Rasan, sir, Professor and Rector at GNU, Guru Nanak University, Hyderabad. Professor S. Srinath Reddy, sir, Director, GNITC, and Dr. Karthika, madam, and HOD1, sir, HOD2, sir. It is indeed a pride moment for us because this is happening at last. So, it is my immense pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to ICICI 2026, the international conference on innovations in digital humanities through artificial intelligence, organized jointly by Department of English, Guru Nanak Institution Technical Campus, Guru Nanak University, and Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, India. On behalf of the entire organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to every participant for joining us in this significant gathering, academic gathering. Your presence reflect our shared commitment to advancing interdisciplinary research and meaningful dialogue at the intersection of the humanities and artificial intelligence. We are witnessing right now this particular trajectory. The theme of this conference, Bridging Humanities and Artificial Intelligence for the Future, Knowledge, highlights the transformative role of AI in language, literature, education, translation, and culture, ethics, media, and communication. It provides a vibrant platform for scholars, educators, scientists, and industry professionals to exchange innovative ideas and present impactful research and build collaborations across disciplines and borders. We are delighted to host participants from several countries as well as prestigious institutions including IITs, NITs, central universities, state universities, and we are we have received almost 358 papers, and we have got around 262 registrations. So our next 2 days, we will witness keynote lectures, plenary talks, technical sessions, paper presentations, scholarly interactions, and most importantly, networking. So at the end, I would like to thank the person behind this particular conference and the brainchild, our beloved assistant director, Dr. Kedarnath sir. His brainchild, he has inspired us, and we have reached to this level. I'm very thankful to Professor Dr. B. Kedarnath sir for his excellent guidance, and as well as director sir. He has given us this opportunity to host for the first time in the Department of English. So with these words, I once again extend warm welcome to each one of you. Not wasting anybody's time, we would like to listen to dignitaries on the dais. So thank you so much. Thank you, management, Guru Nanak Institutions, Vice Chancellor sir, as well as Vice Chairman sir, and all the faculty members who are working day and night for the success of this particular conference. We have almost 40 tracks, 4 offline and 36 online. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the brief. Now I request Dr. B. Kedarnath, sir, Assistant Director and Conference Chair, to address the gathering.
Good morning to Manita. Very good morning. So it is great pleasure to meet you all, to see you here in this auditorium. So in fact, all students are belongs to that is technically they are all related. But what is coming here is the humanity. So how our technology is going to link with the humanity. So that is the main purpose of this international conference, because it is a raising concern about the technology is growing, but somewhere we are missing the humanity. And these kind of the conferences, they are going to bridge this gap between the humanity and the technology. Coming to this conference, respected chief guest, Dr. C. Kalairesan Garu, Director, Guru Nanak University, our beloved director, Dr. S. Srinath Reddy Garu, and the esteemed delegates, researchers, faculty members, organizers, and the special invitee of the keynotes speaker. It is a hearty welcome to one and all. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the International Conference on Innovations in Digital Humanities through AI. So, which is combinedly organized by the Guru Nanak institutions and the Guru Nanak University. Today, artificial intelligence is not just the technology. It is the transformation, how it is going to take the society to transform. So the AI is going to play a vital role, how we can use the AI with the humanities, okay, how we can mold for the societal needs. When combined with the humanities, AI becomes a powerful force for preserving culture, enriching languages, promoting ethical innovations, and creating solutions that are truly human-centered. For our students, this is a conference is more than the academic event. It is an opportunity to think beyond the classroom, connect with the global researchers, develop interdisciplinary skills, and become innovators who use technology with the purpose of responsibility in the society. The enthusiastic response we have received 358 the papers from all over the country. So out of which we have selected 261 for publishing. So this is going to reflect the growing significance of this emerging field and our collective commitment to shaping the better future. I extend my sincere appreciation to our keynote speaker, authors, reviewers, organizing committee members, faculty, and student volunteers for making this conference possible. Let us use this platform to exchange ideas, inspire combinations, and build collaborations that contribute to the knowledge, student empowerment, and the societal progress, which is very, very important. So I wish you all the productive enrichment and memorable conference. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful speech. It gives me great honor to invite Dr. S. Srinath Reddy, Director, Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus, to share his thoughts.
Very good morning to one and all. On behalf of the Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus and on behalf of the organizing committee, as a director of GNITC, I am delighted to welcome the distinguished, the chief guest of the program, Dr. Kalairasan sir, Rector, Guru Nanak University, Hyderabad, and today's keynote speaker, Dr. Kartika Madam, Professor from NIT Tiruchi, and my dear colleagues, Assistant Director, Dr. B. Kedarnath, Head of the Departments of First Year, Dr. Raju, Dr. Srinivasal Gaud, the convener of today's conference, Dr. Kanik Nath, and other keynote speakers, the eminent participants from the various institutions, and also to extend my dear students a warm welcome you all for this inaugural program of the International Conference on Innovations in Digital Humanities through Artificial Intelligence. Of course, artificial intelligence is a major role to involve each and everywhere, not only on technology related, the artificial intelligence is involving in humanities also. As we know how much the technology advancements are going in present in engineering field, at the same time, there will be a lot of respect towards the digital humanities through AI that can be incorporated and give a possible and feasible solutions in a better way for making a perfect documentation. And I'd like to extend with immense pride and great pleasure that I extend a warm welcome to all of you for this international conference for 2 days, organized especially these kind of the continuous events organized as a part of the Silver Jubilee celebrations of Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus. Of course, we completed 25 years of journey, quarter of century almost. So we produced a lot of engineers, lot of societal responsible citizens to the country and as well as to the nation and then extend to the global. So that kind of the dedication, that kind of the commitment, that kind of the product development assuring from the Guru Nanak Institution Technical Campus since from 2001. This conference is particularly significant as we celebrate 25 years, glorious years of academic excellence, innovation, research, and service to the society. Over the past quarter century, the GNATC has remained steadfast in its commitment to nurturing a talent, promoting cutting-edge research, and preparing graduates who can address the challenges of an ever-changing the world. Today, we stand at the threshold of a new era where the artificial intelligence is reshaping not only science and engineering, but also the humanities, social sciences, arts, languages, culture, education, and public policy. Artificial intelligence is transforming the way of preserve our heritage, analyze historical records, translate languages, interpret literature, understand human behavior, and make knowledge accessible to people across geographical and linguistic boundaries. The emergence of digital humanities, the response one of the most exciting interdisciplinary developments of our time. It brings together technology and human creativity, computational intelligence and cultural wisdom, data science and social understanding, rather than replacing the human thought. AI serves as a powerful collaborator, helping scholars discover the new patterns, preserve endangered languages, digitize priceless manuscripts, create immersive cultural experiences, and expand access to education and knowledge. This conference provides a unique platform for the researchers, educators, technologists, policymakers, and industry professionals to exchange their ideas, share their innovations, and explore how artificial intelligence can responsibly enhance the human knowledge while preserving ethical values, cultural diversity, and intellectual integrity. My dear participants, the future belongs to professionals who can combine the technical expertise with the human understanding. The world no longer seeks the graduates who possess only disciplinary knowledge. It seeks innovators who can integrate artificial intelligence with creativity, ethics, communication, and social responsibility. As researchers and educators, we have a collective responsibility to ensure that the artificial intelligence remains human-centric, transparent, inclusive, and ethical. Technology should empower humanity and integrate solutions, but not overshadow it. The true measure of innovation lies not merely in developing intelligent systems, but in creating solutions and that improve the lives, strengthen communities, preserve cultures, and promote sustainable development. I encourage every participant to make the most of this conference for all sessions, engage actively in the keynote sessions, technological presentations, workshops, and discussions. Collaborate across disciplines, question conventional thinking, and explore new research opportunities. Every meaningful conversion and conversation can spark an innovation. Every collaboration can lead a breakthrough. And every idea shared here has the potential to create lasting societal impact. As GNATC enters its silver jubilee year, we reaffirm our commitment to becoming globally recognized institution that fosters interdisciplinary research, industry collaboration, innovation, entrepreneurship, and international academic partnerships. Conferences such as this reflect our vision of creating an ecosystem where technology and humanity process together. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to our visionary management, Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli garu, Honorable Vice Chairman, and our beloved Managing Director, Dr. H.S. Saini sir, for their constant encouragement in promoting international collaborations and research excellence with our institute. I also congratulate the organizing committee, faculty coordinators, research scholars, volunteers, and all those who dedicated efforts have made this international conference possible. To our distinguished keynote speakers and delegates from across the globe, thank you for joining us and enriching this academic gathering with your expertise and perspectives. Let us use this conference not only to discuss the future of AI, but also to shape the future where technology strengthens human values, preserves cultural heritage, expands knowledge, and contributes to a more equitable and sustainable world. With these words, I wish the International Conference on Innovations in Digital Humanities through AI a great success and request our guests, chief guests, and the keynote speakers and the management indirectly. Our managing director will join coming soon. I request them to declare the conference open at this platform. May your deliberations be insightful, your collaboration fruitful, and your innovations impactful. Thank you all and wish you all the best. Those who joined here today for this International Conference on Digital Humanities through AI at our Guru Nanak Institution's Technical Campus. Thank you each and everyone. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your visionary words. Now it is my immense pleasure to invite our keynote speaker, Dr. Kartika ma'am. But before that, I would like to introduce ma'am. Dr. Kartika, Assistant Professor of English in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences at National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Her teaching and research focus on English language teaching, second language acquisition, translation studies, critical discourse analysis, multilingual education, sustainable development goals, Indian knowledge system, and cultural studies. Ma'am has delivered over 150 invited lectures in India and abroad, published 47 research papers, including 33 in Scopus, Web of Science Index journals, and serves as a reviewer for leading international journals. Dr. Kartika ma'am has trained professionals from organizations such as Airport Authorities of India and National Translation Mission, and has conducted faculty development program at IITs, NITs, and IIITs. She is currently working on ICIDHAI self-funded and international collaborative research projects. Ma'am received the Best Faculty Professor Award in the year 2025 from NIT Tiruchirappalli and serves on NCERT, that is National Syllabus and Teaching Learning Material Committee, for NEP 2020 implementation. Ma'am's teaching philosophy emphasizes transformative, inclusive, and socially responsible education. Now I request ma'am to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. The dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, to the key figures of this institute, the director, assistant director, everyone, and my friend and the convener of this program, Dr. Kanishnath, heads of the department, and colleagues here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very good morning to everyone. I'll be very brief because I have a longer kind of business with you after some time. So I wish this particular conference, which we called in cliche, the need of the hour, which is something that was also mentioned in the first address that I heard from Dr. Kevin Nath, where he's stressed on the importance of humanities in all walks of life or all disciplines that we learn or we try to learn. So stressing or emphasizing that humanities in this age of AI, we are going to have a deeper kind of discourses and conversations in the coming 2 days, commencing from today. So I wish everyone who is part of this program all the best in getting into this engaging kind of a discourse. And I wish the conference a great success. I'll have my session with you on the humanities side of AI a little later. But as of now, I just would like to express my gratitude for connecting me to this big event. I can see this auditorium full. And I'm sure that there are several people watching us live on YouTube and through Zoom as well. So great job to I congratulate the entire team of organizers for putting this up together and for the institute for giving them all kind of infrastructural and moral support for bringing in something of this large scale, because 262 papers is not something that one can imagine at that easy pace. It's a lot of hard work. So I congratulate the entire team of Guru Nanak Institute for bringing this up together. To all the participants who are patiently waiting here for the next sessions, and those who are going to present papers, I wish you all the best. Let's have 2 fruitful, academically charged kind of days away from the usual boring kind of schedules. I wish you all the best and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspirational and motivational words. Respected gathering, our today's chief guest, Professor Kalairasan, Rector, Guru Nanak University, Hyderabad. With an illustrious career spanning over 34 years, he has made impactful contributions in teaching, administration, and research across reputed institutions in India. He has served as Associate Dean at Presidency University, Bangalore, Principal Dean at SNS Technical Institutions, and Dean at Saptagiri NPS University. An accomplished researcher, Dr. Kalairasan has authored over 100 SCI and SUPERS publications. His research areas include artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, and computer networks. 11 scholars have completed PhD under his guidance. He has received research grants worth 1 crore and collaborated with IBM and TCS. He has established an innovation lab with Texas Instruments and a grid and cloud computing lab. A recipient of Distinguished Faculty Award and holder of 4 patents, including 1 from Australia, he is also a member of IEEE, ISTE, and CSI. Ladies and gentlemen, join your hands together to invite our chief guest, Professor C. Kalairasan, to address the gathering.
Very good morning, Yolanda. Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and my dear colleagues, Dr. Srinath Reddy, Director, GNITC, Conference Chair, Professor Kedarnath, and today's guest speaker, Dr. Kartika from NIT, and other organizers, Dr. Raju, Dr. Srinivas, and Kaninath, and all other professors, and the participants from outside, also the internal participants. Very good morning, one and all. This conference, International Conference on Innovation in Digital Humanities through AI, I can say it is a unique conference because how the humanities connected with the AI. You know that nowadays AI is everywhere. You can go anywhere. You can go to the hotel, including the hotel, cafeteria, or the restaurant, or any reservation system, airport. Wherever you go, some way or other way, the buzzword, artificial intelligence, they call AI will come. Even I just recall the history of AI. I don't know how many of you know that the father of AI is Alan Turing. Alanduring, Alan Turing. In 1950, so that was the first Turing test. They call it as a Turing test. That is a AI test. So 1950, almost 75 years before, he is the father of AI. Alan Turing, Mr. Alan Turing is the father of AI. Also the theory of computing. Even he tested with a simple test that is called as after that it is called as an Alan Turing intelligent test. Even he never thought of this much revolution happened now. Because he tested with a simple computer just to how the computer is answering in 1950. But nowadays, you can go anywhere. The AI's buzzword will be there. So what is it AI? So AI is nothing but, in a simple word, I can say, think like a human being. The machine will think like a human being, or the tool or whatever the software, it will act as a human being. So that is a simple word. Today we are talking about that digital humanities in AI. So AI is not part of a one discipline. As like a humanities, it is also a multidiscipline. Start from the neural network, mathematics, science, psychology, or any medical physiology, engineering, humanities, all combined, we call it as a artificial intelligence. It is not a one specific area or a domain. Why I'm telling, there is a popular author of artificial intelligence, Russell Norvig. These are all the two authors, Russell and Norvig. They start from the AI, start from the neural networks. That is about in the first chapter I'm telling, that is the, I don't know how many of you know this. I can say that the Russell and Norvig book about the AI is very popular. I can say the world #1 book. I don't know how many of you have gone through the computer student or AI student. In the first chapter, he starts from the neuron. Actually, neuron is not more relevant to the computer, but it is a brain cell, human brain cell. We call it as a neuron. How it is a neuron is related with your artificial intelligence. Because the human brain is having billions of neurons. The neurons will connect, the neuron cell will connect each other. It will share the information and consolidate the information. Accordingly, it will act. A person wants to do some action. You want to go out or you want to come inside. So your brain will give the control. Accordingly, you have to act. So all based on the neuron cells. So why this neuron cell of human brain is connected with the computer or the artificial intelligence? Here also a micro unit in AI, we call it as a neuron, which is sharing the information and consolidating the information and giving the output. So that's why we are mapping the human brain neuron into the artificial intelligence neuron. So that is a very important thing. And all these neurons are acting based on the agent control or agent action. So what is an agent? I can tell the technical and come to the example. Agent is nothing but which pursues the environment and act accordingly. Actually, this may be a little technical. I'm also my area of interest. That's why I'm using. You take an automated driverless car. I think you maybe heard about particularly in developed countries like US, in some European countries, the automated driverless cars are running. How this works? It is a perfect AI software. It will drive automatically to the destination comfortably without any accident. So this is one good example. Just now I said what is an agent. Actually, the automated car perceives the environment outside, road, and all those things. Accordingly, it will act. Example, the front vehicle brake light is flowing. It have to sense through sensor. Accordingly, the software or the agent will act. The whatever the vehicle you are traveling in the backside, that also slow down or whatever. This is a simple example. I am saying that the AI is everywhere. I can say that you can take any applications. Start from the automated vacuum cleaner. Many of you are using in your home. And the old one, the chest scale, is another example. Now, medical diagnostic applications are running with the AI software. I can say in numbers. I can say Gmail. You know that Gmail, the spam filters are, or the email, incoming email, the spam emails are filtered by the AI software. Many of you are using a Gmail account that is a AI based, and Netflix, I think many of you are using. So the movie recommendations are running based on the AI software. Chatbot, whenever you're going through the website, it is giving the answers. And there is another popular ChatGPT, again, the AI conversations, many of you are using, correct? So it itself says, ask anything, correct? How many of you are using ChatGPT? Raise your hand. I know that many of you are using for your, is it for assignment submission? Or anything? No, I'm not saying that not to use, but you have to use it effectively, but you have to understand what it is giving. Okay, so that is there are so many applications. Okay, so ChatGPT, I can say, Alexa, there are many. And one more important and very popular, even I am using for the last 8 years, that is a Google Map. We call it as a Gmap. So it is a very good software invented by the Google. Nowadays, you need not ask anybody to locate or go to the particular place. Not only in Hyderabad, not only in South India, worldwide. Even if you are traveling to South Africa, from one city to other city, you can go. Even you are traveling to Romania, from Arad to Bucharest, you can use the Google Map. So that is running with the AI software. I can say that n number of applications, I think you may be using it without knowing also every day. Why I'm telling this? Okay, so how this was a very popular. I told you before, it is AI is started from 1950. Why now, last 5 to 10 years, very popular? There are 3 reasons why the AI is very much popular. One is a large database we are having now. Other one is a high power GPU, graphical processing unit. Olden days, we call it as a central processing unit, CPU. Now, the popular is a GPU. GPU, we are getting a very less cost, and that one is an effective algorithm. So because of these 3 reasons, the AI become much popular. One I said, huge database. Second one, GPU power. Third one, effective algorithm. It may be a searching algorithm or any other algorithm. So these are all very general. I can say that. Now come to the topic of today, digital humanities through AI. Humanities is again a multidisciplinary outcome. So I will stop here and I will welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for his August presence. Welcome you, sir. Yeah.
It is my privilege to invite Dr. H.S. Saini, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Guru Nanak University, Managing Director, Guru Nanak Institutions, to join this phase. I request Ms. Rishita to present a sampling to our Vice Chancellor, Guru Nanak University and Managing Director, Guru Nanak Institution, as a token of welcome. Madam Viren. Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. Yes, please.
So now come to the topic of digital humanities through AI. So the humanities is a combination of, it is a multidisciplinary, a combination of many things, literature, history, philosophy, etc., etc. When compared to the science and humanities, science is evident, it is a scalable, because when you are doing a lab experiment using a science of anything, you can get a solid answer. But when humanities is a different, it is a critical thinking, it is an indirect measurement, I can say that. Okay, how that AI is used in a digital or a humanities, I can segregate in two ways about the digital humanities. One is a micro level, other one is a macro level. So micro level is nothing but, example, the handwritten, the text will be converted into a meaningful message, or the computer vision. So whatever it is a micro level. When you compare to the macro level, so macro level is a very difficult to analysis. One popular method in AI, we call it as a LLM. I think this is also a very important buzzword, I can say, the AI world. Large language model, we call it as a LLM. So which will analysis the entire text and which gives the meaning. Just to given one example, I think the student can easily catch up. So there is a one popular movie. I think in 2010 it was released. The movie name is Robo. So in that movie, the hero, that is a Robo, was sitting in the barber shop. The barber, the owner of the barber shop, is giving the magazines to read. Within a second, he will read and give, even including the telephone directory. After that, he is asking that a particular person's telephone number, he is giving immediately. Why I'm telling this example, that was maybe 16 years before I believe the movie was released. Now it is the computer, or the artificial intelligence, or the agents are reading millions of pages in a fraction of a second and understand the meaning. It will give the input to you. In the same way I'm telling, just now the example, what I said as a movie, it is a fraction of a second, it will read a millions, or I can say the trillions of pages in a second. It will observe the content, it will understand the meaning, it will give the answers for anything when you are asking the questions. So that was the trend now. You understand this, and with all this, I can say that there are many other things is popular, natural language processing. Nowadays, you can talk in your local language, the AI or the robo or the machine will understand, it will answer you. So with this, tremendous innovations and so many new things are going on. But one thing I can say that for the human society, AI is a tool. It is we have to use it for our benefit for the society. It is not a replacement of a human being. So that we will remember. I'm sure this conference is I can say, very successful one, because there are 262 registration according to the organizers. I get this numbers. It is a very good registration, 262. With these rewards, I congratulate all the organizers. Also, I wish you all an extraordinary and collaborative and transformative conference. Thank you all. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Your thought-provoking address has given us a new perspective on transformative power of AI in language, literature, and culture. Your words have set a very high benchmark for the deliberations to follow in ICIDHAI 2026. On behalf of Guru Nanak institutions, we express our sincere gratitude. May I now request Vice Chancellor, Guru Nanak University, Managing Director, Guru Nanak Institutions, to address the gathering.
Awesome.
A very good morning and I heartily welcome to the chief guest of today's conference, delegates from various institutions, the speakers, keynote speakers, and invited guests. Dear students, a very good morning and very warm welcome to all of you. It's a pleasure to address this conference delegates today. I believe we have been doing a lot of efforts. My team of faculty members and students have been doing a lot of efforts for last couple of weeks to bring this conference to this level. So I appreciate that. Conferences really give us the experiences and develops the expertise to organize the events, professional events. That is one thing. Secondly, the humanities are the areas where a lot of progress has been taking place through the digital communications. After advent of internet, we have witnessed that large number of publications are being listed. A lot of innovation is taking place. At the same time, many of immature researchers or people who are writing the first paper, research paper, they indulge into copying us because the materials are available very easily over the internet. And now the ChatGPT has come, DeepSeek and AI has come, and manufacturing of publications has become further easy. But at the same time, please understand that checking plagiarism also have become very, very easy. To begin with the first publication, the first paper, conferences are the right platforms. This is where you can express your fundamental basic ideas, can be very new, very naive in writing research papers. But it will be sometime, mostly it is allowed. Such papers are selected. Don't think that they are the best papers. Research is research. You respect it. try to generate the new knowledge, and never get caught into the plagiarism. Be very, very ethical in research, otherwise it may spoil your career any time. Not today. After 10, 20 years also, once you are at a peak position, you must be reading in newspapers. Sometimes the vice chancellors of the universities are caught in the plagiarism, and sometimes they have to resign, forced to resign because of the old misdeeds of copying somebody else's work. So as far as research is concerned, because now everything is open, it's open source, it's available on internet, publication, anybody can buy the publications in digital form and easily test for plagiarism. That is the first thing I want to convey to my young colleagues, students and researchers. Even the projects, BTech and MTech projects, are being checked through the plagiarism software. We expect our BTech final year students and onwards to at least publish one research paper by creating some new ideas, new knowledge, so that you are contributing to the knowledge. Up to your 16 years of studies, you keep on consuming the knowledge, whatever the teachers are giving you, or the books you are consuming, from internet you are consuming. So it is expected that in the final year of BTech, once you become Bachelor of Engineering or Bachelor of any other program, you should write a piece of work which you think is produced by you based on whatever you have already learned. Second thing, I appoint almost 80 to 100 faculty members every year. And we expect the faculty members who are applying should have good publications. What the reason? Innovation. The people who publish are very innovative. Their writing skills are better. The technical writing skills are better. And such people even are preferred by the industry also. Because every software has a help, every machine has a manual, and every research, any new product you are developing needs a referencing and patenting. So being a researcher at the final year and getting a job is very important, as well as when you're going to seek a job even after PhD, our panels of experts, they go through your not only the academic credentials, marks and all that and degrees, but such papers. There has been fashion in last few years. Many fake PhD degrees people have got by publishing fake research papers. I warn those guys, do not buy, don't indulge into do PhD in a substandard university where they charge money and in a couple of years they give you PhD degree. We have rejected many such candidates, and I have sent out half a dozen my teachers who were claiming their PhD. And others who have PhD from the cheap university after cheap research, we are considering them only master degree holders. We're not giving them any weightage of their PhD. That is the treatment which you will get whole life if you copy a research, publish copied research, do plagiarism, and do substandard PhD. And this is very, very important for your career. It may be little full of struggle in the beginning to publish the real ideas, but it is worth for the entire life. So I advise, because another thing, career is not a small, it's not a short term. It's career means 20 years, 30 years. You need to build it up. And publication, certifications, they help you to develop your career.
I was a very shy guy when I came from a village, being son of a farmer who was never been to any school or college. And I was very shy to speak in a class itself. It was difficult for me to start as a university teacher in Punjab, but we learned how to speak. But the day I presented my paper, first paper in the conference, and got ovation, claps from the participants and the audience, my confidence increased 10 times. That yes, I can write something beautiful and innovative and new, and I can present it out. So conferences are such platforms for all of us. So I welcome my students to think in like this, try to write the papers, such paper, learn from the seniors how to write a new research paper, and participate. This will definitely improve your professional skills. With this, I wish good luck to all the participants, students. I wish good luck to the organizer, and I thank those who have been contributing since beginning to this conference. May this conference be a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your profound thoughts.
We now move to the ceremonial release of the conference souvenir, a compilation of ideas, research, and vision that defines ICIDHAI 2026. I request Dr. H.S. Saini, Vice Chancellor, Guru Nanak University, Managing Director, Guru Nanak Institution, to unveil the souvenir.
Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we conclude the inaugural session of ICIDHAI 2026. Now, I request everyone to stand while our esteemed dignitary is leaving the auditorium. Thank you all. Thank you for the cooperation. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Please be seated. I request you to proceed the conference schedule.
Hand or share.
Yes, please. We now, we now request all delegates to proceed as per the conference schedule, wishing you an enriching and productive conference ahead. Thank you. Now I request Dr. Muthulakshmi, Madam, please to take over the program.
Distinguished dignitaries, honorable motivators, eminent academicians, respected delegates, researchers, faculty members, dear scholars, ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural ceremony of International Conference on Innovation in Digital Humanities through AI, ICIDHAI 2026, has indeed set an inspiring tone for 2 days of scholarly engagement, intellectual exchange, and collaborative innovation. As the great scientist Albert Einstein once said, the important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. It is the spirit of curiosity and innovation that has brought us together today. We now embark upon one of the most intellectually enriching segments of today's conference, the keynote address.
Every conference becomes through the wisdom shared by the eminent scholars, whose research transforms ideas into meaningful social communications. We are privileged that today's conference brings together distinguished academicians from premier institutions of our nation who will enlighten us on the intersection of the artificial intelligence and the digital humanities. Before inviting our keynote speaker, we request Dr. Sunita Ma'am, Assistant Professor of English, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Gurnanak Institute, Technical Campus, to kindly come forward and present the profile of our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. V.K. Karthika, Assistant Professor of NIT Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu.
It is my pleasure to introduce Ma'am once again. It is my pleasure to introduce Ma'am once again. Dr. V.K. Karthika Ma'am, Assistant Professor of English in the Departments of Humanities and Social Sciences at National Institute of Technology, NIT Tirunelveli. She holds a PhD in English Language Education from English and Foreign Language University, Hyderabad, and MA in TESOL Studies from University of Leeds, UK, and MA in English and Comparative Literature from Puducherry Central University. Her teaching and research focus on English language teaching, second language acquisition, translation studies, discourse analysis, multilingual education, sustainable development goals, Indian knowledge system, and cultural studies. She has delivered over 150 virtual lectures in India and abroad, published 47 research papers, including 33 in Scopus, Web of Science, Index journals, and serves as a reviewer for leading international journals. Dr. Karthika ma'am has trained professionals from organizations such as Input Authority of India and the National Translation Mission, and has conducted faculty development programs at IITs, NITs, and IITs. She is currently working on ICIDHAI funded and international collaborative research projects. She received the Best Faculty Performer Award 2025 from ICIDHAI2026 and serves on NCERT, National Syllabus and Teaching and Learning Critical Committee for NUE 2020. Her teaching philosophy emphasizes transformative, inclusive, and socially responsible education. Thank you. What is the
Do the manual changes. I'll indicate. You have to
This will be cursor.
which is here.
That will.
No, it doesn't change. It goes to the other side.
No, there is a cursor over here. Cursor like this. You can see this cursor and change it.
I think it's better if we change this. I can't manage this.
If you want next, just tap it.
Can you hear me? Okay. So once again, good afternoon to everyone. I hope the participants who are joining us online as well. I'll be quick because we are a little late, so we might have very soon. So let's just think about it. Think about it, creativity, and human agency in this age of AI. That is the humanities perspective, and we have a lot of questions coming in. I will just start with this. What can AI do? This is what largely everyone talks about when we hear the word AI. What can it do for us? Is it a tool? Is it something that we use to make our lives so on and so forth? But I'm going to present a slightly different term today. We will start with this, and in the previous segment of the conference, you heard someone talking about your ethics choices being affected by AI, or your driving being affected by AI, so on and so forth. We are enmeshed in this world of AI. From the time you get up onwards, you are into this world. These are some of the samples. Anywhere, wherever you go, you are just enmeshed in that. If we can imagine ourselves being in that network, we are so much entangled in different AI tools and even those kind of networks. We will move forward. This question you have to think about: what can AI do for us? I'm going to ask you to think of it slightly differently. And rather than thinking about AI for humanity, do you think what humanity can do about AI? What can humanity do to help us understand
how it elaborates into society. So we will deal with humanity, not with technology, but with technology. And I'm sure that I just had a quick glance at the papers that you're presenting. You're all focusing on AI and what it is doing to humanity or for humanity and humanity. So here, there is a shift of focus from capability to meaning and purpose. What do I mean by that? Capability, it refers to you being able to do something because you are able, you are smart, there is a slide changer, it will be easy for me. I just told about this and the gentleman has just enabled it on his phone. So it makes me capable of navigating this presentation a little more smartly. Do you understand? So instant solutions, immediate kind of solutions, it also leads to instant gratification as well. This I come to us later. So we need to shift that from meaning and purpose. So this was such an enabling thing for me. Think about people who are differently able. We used to call them disabled people, right? Now the term is no longer there. We go for more of an inclusive them, but we say that they are differently able. They are not disabled, they are differently able. So just like that, AI is also enabling certain things, fine, fair enough, but there is some kind of meaning and purpose that we need to think about when we think about AI as well. So we need to examine into ethics, culture, history, language, and human values. This is where humanity becomes so central to the discourses around AI. Therefore, I'm going to tell you that it's going to help us ask better questions about AI rather than just asking, what can you do for me? It's a very selfish kind of point to do, right? If something that is going to make my life faster, smoother, easier, what can I extract from it? But at the same time, fair enough, it's making us stable, it's making us stable, but at the same time, we need to also ask those very fundamental questions which are shaped by ethical, cultural, historical, linguistic, and humanistic kind of values as well. I use this picture, I had some thoughts in my mind. I laid it in point form and fed it to ChatGPT, asked it to generate a picture, pictorial kind of representation, so that it's easy for me to navigate. Otherwise, there will be lots of text on the slide. It's very boring to listen something like that. So 6 years ago or 7 years ago, if I had to generate something like this, I literally had to struggle a lot. Now it's just a command and then within seconds I gave it some AI. Just wanted to acknowledge the use of AI because you are getting the stress on not plagiarizing it. So here is one segment that I use AI for, and you see how unlike other technologies, AI has made such an impact on speed. It can generate language, analyze huge data within seconds. You take a lot of time. Immediate creativity. This is very funny. I don't know how many people are into literature, but if you are into literature, you need single poetry. And we get the AI saying that I want to single poetry, but from an Indian perspective, it keeps the thought very similar, change the context completely, and you will be slightly confused. Which particular poet had written this particular piece of poetry. If you experiment with it, it's really funny to see how AI imitates the human talent of creativity. Then you have problem solving, which as engineering graduates, I can see some students here as well, so I'm taking an example. I teach engineering students, so it's very close to my heart. Therefore, to solve problems, you use it really well, smart ways of using it, and making assignments, submissions, deadlines being met very fast way. We know how to use that for different programs. Some people even use it as a consultation with psychology, which I don't really sure, but people even use that for solving immediate problems. The fifth one is very interesting. The learns pattern. This is where I find the lesson of ethics, culture, and other aspects of humanity becoming very significant. And many of us are not realizing its immense potential in reading pattern. Just like how we began with the Netflix suggestion. I watched a particular movie of a particular genre. I liked it. Therefore, it's giving me all kinds of choices. Some days I listen to certain types of music. Then I get a lot of music suggestions, so 25 suggestions from similar kind of music. How is that really helpful? There was a Hollywood movie called The Car, if I remember it right. I am not sure how many people watched it. It was a horror film long ago. If I use that English expression. It talks about a car that is not a driver. It was a road car. It used to come and see people. But nowadays we have driverless vehicles. AI has taken into that. I'm not saying that AI is a ghost, but it has made certain things that is not only the imagination, actually will concrete kind of reality now. So we are examining lots of data around us. There are patterns which are being read by the AI systems and it is influencing our choices, our decisions, and the pace in which we live our lives. So, in that case, can intelligence become completely technological? Because whatever I have told you, you understand that the driverless car is not driven by a road. If that is possible, then can intelligence completely become technological? And to go back to the first point, it makes us capable, but what gives us even more nuanced kind of aspect is the understanding, comprehension of several factors we are associated with. There is somebody interested in looking at education, democracy, social justice, and all that. You should read Martha Nussbaum. She argues that education must cultivate not only citizens but not skilled workers. So AI can produce skilled workers, but without humanity's point of view, it cannot produce or it cannot co-create the democratic system that must be a product of any educational thriving. So the next word is info. You can check what it means. We are in an infosphere. We know there are different spheres. We know there is stratosphere and all. Now we are in an infosphere and humanity, or I would say that humanity actually is growing and info. Check the word. We don't have a lot of time to tell on, but it's just the thought say that I do info. Literally being transformed by the information that we receive every day. So humans and all these intelligent technologies are quite entwined, and they are co-evolving. They are evolving with one another. This is a post-human state. Many of you faculty members and researchers for specific papers and see that point regularly in your abstracts, post-humanism, post-humanity, so on and so forth. You understand that we need to, in that kind of a framework, we need to rethink what is called agency, ethics, and relationality. This is where I just take a moment to reflect on a story. Just because I have a lot of students in front of me, otherwise I will keep this segment. So this is a story that I usually tell and talk about the entanglements. How certain things that we think as very insignificant become so crucial in somebody's life. So there is an invisible kind of entanglement with everything around us. I was an ESOL tutor, English for people who are there and tutor in England. I was very young at the point of time. Then for my studies, immediately after the studies, I got
I got into the teaching role. I was teaching them, the youngest of my learners was 70 years and the oldest was 75 years old. They were all immigrants from different countries like Afghanistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, and different places. So I had this kind of vibrant group of learners in my class who did not understand English at all. So it was such a difficult task for me to communicate with them in English, teach them in English. But I know I can do myself in identity level, finding it all right to work with them. Once there was a brilliant Pakistani student who came. Why do they come to us for social something that I mentioned? They come for the citizenship examination. So there are different levels of examination to assess their English. Only after passing their test and presenting the certificate to the home office, they will be able to get the citizenship and whether it resides in England. So you can imagine how important this particular English language proficiency certificate is for them. It's a matter of life which is staying in this country and life that is going to be completely in chaotic atmosphere because of the political problems in their own country. If they stay, they have life. If they go, they have ways. That's the situation that they are in. They do petty kind of work and all. So this particular gentleman was so good in his English, in his spoken English, because he was a driver and he used to communicate regularly with his customers. So we could think into a higher level where we have to sit and write the test. The entire test is being video recorded, monitored. There is no correction that is ordered. So he was very good and following Najib. Najib was very confident and he went for the test. We were also very confident that we will be writing the test. The test room was very different from their classroom. We set everything up and we went from there. Now the candidate considers writing exam. Few hours after, when I met him, he was so frustrated. And he told me that it was important for him to complete the exam and he will definitely go to fail. He will definitely fail the exam. He will go to fail the exam. So when I asked about it, he just pointed the chair on which he sat and wrote the exam. That had a flag. And he said, this one goes delay in me writing. I said, how? He said, I am left-handed. Do you need more? Just because the chair is a flat chair and this gentleman is a genuine left-hander, it influences the way in which he writes the exam. And that affected his score. At that time, it was around 120 pounds that he had to pay for the particular exam. I'm talking about back in 2008. So it was that amount that he had to pay, plus the 1,500 pounds of classes that he had to take in the learning academy. You look at the economic program, you look at the time that he had spent learning, you look at the trauma that he had gone through, all because of the black chair. You get that? In ways beyond our imagination, we are entangled with the things that are around us. Post-humanism talks about this kind of entanglement, and when you're thinking about AI, it has a lot of agency, it takes a lot of power in the way we get entangled into things, the way we produce and co-produce lead to those kind of networking. So there are several engineers here. So if you're serious about what you do, generally, I just need to ask them to evaluate their work. But engineers, they really ask these questions. Can the model be it? How accurate it is? How fast can it learn? But we ask these set of questions. Should it be used? We're very suspicious about everything. Should it be used to benefit the students? What values are available in institutions? What happens to human creativity and agency? How to change our understanding of knowledge itself? These are critical questions that the humanities person may ask. I'm not sure how many Indians who think about the sustainability part of it. Now the sustainable development goal and all those colorful these are very much important in every institute, national presentation or MBA application. Everybody is saying what to it. But beyond that, when you are thinking about a model, when you are thinking about your engineering project, are you really thinking about how it is going to benefit somebody and how it is going to improve the entire society? This perspective comes only through humanity's engagement with technology. That's why everyone, even the vice chancellor, you see, stress on the sustainability part. How the tax and the outcomes will be finding at least some kind of stability and equality through your innovation. This is a question that everyone should ask. That brings me to these questions. What is the right thing to do before that? What does it mean to think, know, or be intelligent? We are playing for 3 years, people just play blind they so in fact they ask and questions they already can find the answer. But asking questions is very important. I have sent my child to school for 10 years. Just because I wanted to keep her thinking so original. In school, thoughts are being cut off. I
participant. It helps us examine bias, power, rights, and social responsibility. Recently, my engineering student, I did a study like 1 year ago. It was to generate some form based on SBC code. I'm sure you know SBC5. I'm sure you know what is SBC5. Gender equality. The students had a lot of discussion with AI. So you can use AI to discuss, but you should not completely depend on AI for story. Just get it back in AI. So they can longer term of strategy because we every is going to be strategy. They had a discussion like that. After that, they created group work and created a small story, which they turned into a script for forming digital form. I don't have a picture right now with me, but what is the team wanted to use the picture of an Indian car racer. So when they say Indian car racer, give me a picture of Indian car racer. ChatGPT gave a command who was standing next to a car with a typical Indian picture. Right? And then they said, I need an Indian woman car racer. All it gave a picture of a woman in a color saree, not mine, but in a red color saree, with lots of flowers and with lots of ornaments in the shape, and race car nearby. And then the panel art was India. This is the image that is given. Who asked ChatGPT to imagine an Indian woman car racer like this? So it is fire. The moment we saw that they laughed, from that laughter, it turned into multiple questions. I can give you more details on the paper is under consideration with the 200. So let us be past it. But continuously they were getting images, the source is fire. Bias is the way, sometimes even car. Geographical region, so racial, so many kinds of violence. So, an Indian woman at home, it gave the women easy. An Indian woman at home cannot be in the veranda standing or sitting, but she has to be. That was static strategy. I don't know what strategy is problem strategy, but just very something. So the moment it imagine the dance, I teach in energy. So it is Bharatanatyam. The moment we gave a thought to dancing, it was Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam is the classical dance of Tamil Nadu. So it might have some kind of link with the region from where the maybe and or something that was spread before. My students never started thinking about all these things till we did that activity. They said we would use the AI for everything, but never imagined that it can have such kind of bias. Why did that happen? Because we did storytelling in the class. Because we did a comic creation in the class. They don't have to do for their engineering class because easy courses or simple courses that they are doing. You get very sad. Yeah. So humanity is very important when it comes to that. Helps us to be interpret, to be media literate, to interpret the questions, the concepts, to see different kinds of organizations. It is what humanity does to a scientific mind. It helps us question more accurately. Think about learner reality. There's nothing to do with AI, but how did he imagine that diagram of an aircraft? The human mind is so brilliant. You call it natural intelligence or whatever, the other one is intelligence or artificial intelligence. We are so powerful. We are being powered by AI to a great extent, but without these sensors and tools, it's not going to go in a wrong direction. Not going to be a sustainable future if we don't integrate these kind of thinking into AI. And some are very fast. Yeah, we keep it that. It's just 4 points that I would like to cover on. More than technology, it changes language, education, reading, memory.
remember each time. Without a Google Calendar or something, you are not able to remember. How do you know 3 or 4 phone numbers of your, I mean, your father, mother, brother, sister, somebody? Whoever, think about it. More than 4 phone numbers, you know, I don't know. Just very few phone numbers. So it's very difficult for us to memorize everything. We keep in memory everything. Everything is affected by what are we being fed by. So memory is an something that is being altered by communication, research, authorship, creativity. As there are lots of students using AI, publicly and publicly use ChatGPT, I just want to tell you that there is nothing wrong in co-authoring with AI, but they are definitely dangerous. You will definitely forget how to write originally, how to, how to ideate or learn. There are too much involved in that. Not invalidity the significant of the dominant or other, and saying that it's very important to place humanities at the heart of the development of AI. Some characteristics of people who are the last person. Technological fluency, geographical and universe. I will be able to do anything that is designed in the right for any time in the near future. I'm not going to be able to. So, if you find something on the board and then get it control, nothing will happen. So, very smart in terms of technological fluency. Plagiarism and collaboration, you're good in finding people getting corrected, good short attention span. Yes, we need to admit that. Because 4 months ago, there was a survey in which was found that 46 seconds is the total duration that someone's attention can last on one particular day. 46 seconds. Last month's survey, I don't have the data here, but last month's survey, there is 15 to 12 seconds. Think about the way you move the leaf, fight the leaf. Just see how long do you spend on one particular leaf. If it is extremely relevant to you, you may stay for longer and then just fight, right? So that's the attention span that is got. I'm very sure how many of you have listened to me and how many of you have listened to me. When your attention jumps away and when your attention comes away, we can read the page. AI cannot do that. I can do that. I know that it's very easy. Don't think I have started telling you so. Yeah. So next is visual learning. You prefer learning using visual. If there are visuals, then you can naturally encounter with learning. Desire for personalization. Everything is already customized and personalized. We then we are quite inclined towards using AI. But we struggle, and we use here. As teachers, we go for this hybrid learning, flipped classrooms, project-based learning, where there is flexibility, autonomy, and everything, just to capture the density and everything. It's going to be increasingly difficult, and many of the advancements are going to come in the field of AI in the future months and days. It's going to be extremely difficult. How we use digital classroom, how we use this topic-based learning, where everything can be suggested, everything can be transferred with AI. It's a very different kind of question. In Sweden, I just read it yesterday. In Sweden, people are completely so depending on digital classrooms. They don't match the parent based on methods. Do we have to do that to retain our attention span, or can we do something else? That we really fast. Yeah, gamification, micro learning, and we can just if I start talking to you for a long time, like already 30 minutes over inside the lab. So how many of you pay attention to these professions? So just like that, the teachers are also saying, not everybody is able to make it because the syllabus constraints and other things. But But we are trying to make these people from humanity for participate short activities. So the Gen Z is actually taking the behavior as well. It's not just that we come to the class and we come with a 20-year-old or more presentation, we do the running. We are continuously being modified by God humanity. It's something really fascinating that's happening in the field. Because you know what the second participant where you come, stand there and talk about HDA and what HDA is. You would rather go to festival or movie and watch it and then say that it's a human work. You don't even want if it's come there ask or DC and why they go to TV or whatever. No problem. So when we are thinking about AI powered communication, what is this actually? Acts as a bridge, not a replacement, as somebody said in the beginning. And feedback given by our interaction. This is what actually is very important. It gives you feedback, even for our research ideas, it gives you feedback, but there is always a collaboration of mediation that happens at the same time. A lot of criticality should be included to question the kind of output that we get from AI. So this is where again I emphasize humanity plays a role with the. So when you integrate AI into the humanity class, it can actually encourage or enhance the collaboration control, term taking and response strategy, clarification of meaning, asking follow questions, persuasion, negotiation, empathy and understanding. Empathy is an important word. About empathy, there is a word I think really completely different. Empathy was being commercialized in the picture and it was being said empathy is actually a little bit misplaced and it's completely ruining the problem. I read an article yesterday, very interesting one, couldn't finish it, but it was a very market-driven kind of idea that is being reflected in what I have read so far. So it's something that we need to think through. And we are moving into this area of post-human critical literacy. I can go back to the first cycle possibility intelligence. These enabling the connect and so on. So the human exceptionalism. We used to believe that we need the sentence for everything in one long back 14th century. You don't have to go back to the what you should call the story. Don't go back, but see, it focused on human existence. We are centered with everything. Two pretty equal physical levels. Everything goes for our betterment. But now we think about AI for our betterment. But we need to understand that we are not literally as a tool. We are continuously modifying ourselves. What important things people humanity is talked about teachers and cyber. Human teachers and cyber. And it's probably by that. The argument is that we are continuously mediated and modified by different artificial intelligence tools. Therefore, we also, just like any bacteria or virus living inside us, the technology also is not in that historical sense, but even in cognitive sense, we are actually cyborgs. So, if you language, literature, and wide material, technological, ecological, and affective value as some places. Yeah. So I told you, when we think about a new kind of reading, there was something called humanism. Now there is something called post-humanism. There is critical literacy, and now there is post-human critical literacy. We need to be very aware of these statements. So such critical literacy has practice, representation, making reality, embodiment, technology, data, algorithm, climate, closed relation. Everything is connected to one another. The glaze is melting. What do I have to do with that? Why should I be worried about it? When you see things, you will understand why you need to be worried about.
everybody has to be responding to several different challenges, circumstances on. We also know there are several people who are denied their rights to get educated. You see how many men or women or communities, urge to earn more wealth and more geographical boundaries or set more geographical boundaries and appreciation. So everything is starting and implicating on the way we get educated. So the early humanity, care, responsibility, ethical choices, these are the tracks of humanity that is getting integrated to this AI thing. So I'll find a very thing. 3 points, the relationality and then the desensitizes of the human and the associates thinking. When we are teachers, this is largely the teachers the researchers who are going to be the potential teachers in the future. These 3 points are very important. It's not an individual kind of learning that's happening. It's very imagine that people are learning that happens. It's literally like example. There are several connections and interactions. AI is very much reality there. You can get the information from any part of the world. There are different types of variations that happen starting with what? The printing press. The printing press shows us that knowledge can be stored. Then came industrial revolution. And then came what? Electricity. And electricity. Just think about movie, dark, and these here in the world. There's a very different fan for the AC for we don't want to imagine. And the moment you check it, there's no alternate who you are for the Wi-Fi password because it's also a part of the necessity. Just like you get a piece of, just like you get the whatever is available inside the, or supposed to be inside what you do, you just get this password as well. So it has become a reality that we are so much entangled in that. And people learn by follow this. Sometimes you just like in a class that all will be able to teach you better than any other theory because he is practicing it. It's not theory that you read and you come to the class and they learn. How to use it practically? To think about that we understand how that bias diminish with age. And at the same time, as I said, AI has informed and provided with very big value. It is not completely artificial. There are 3 branches in literacy. They are about the text, images, and identities. And AI is influencing all. I just quickly sum it up. When you think about the text, we saw asking questions 2 rows of text. So one form, darkness, 2 rows. You can't tell if it's studying through. The form darkness, yeah, we can go to the rows. But now we can ask which algorithm generated or prioritized the text, which data influence prediction. Why was this particular version shown to me but not to someone else? This is where critical thinking comes to. What perspectives have been amplified or omitted? In fact, to the faculty members and students who are listening to me, I'm telling you that these are critical research questions if you are interested in AI-based research in humanities classroom. So, literally in that sense, it involves understanding not just language, but the algorithmic system we can overuse needed. The next is about visual. Visual literacy again. This is how I work with my students' creation of images for a comic activity. If somebody is planning to work on how images are being generated and how, if we ask them, we ask them questions. How do AI introduce images? How accurate is this interpretation to train the system? What bias taken, which I use the past data, because for that I needed computer science expert or somebody who works in AI to
giving clarity to that. So benefits from automated information. What happens when machines misidentify people? These are all potential research questions that we can take up and work on. So now the data being collected, digital identity being constructed, which algorithms decide what I see or what I hear. This is also very important. How our recommendations influence my beliefs and behavior. This is a last kind of philosophical question. I consume something every single day, and I believe that is okay. Think about beauty standards. We used to have some beauty parents being called fair and lovely. And one fine morning they decided that we are going to change the name and we are going to do something else. It's no longer Glow, glow and lovely. They can change to that. One, political correctness. All of the political correctness. Why did the political correctness become important? It's through the social media revolution. Definitely. The Gen Z had really taken, you know what happened in this part of India. I don't want to say political, but just to know what is happening. The Gen Z had influence, and how did that influence happen? Through social media platforms. It's through the unrestricted freedom to articulate. We get that. So, unrestricted freedom to articulate, unrestricted expressions and roles on social media. So, how the beliefs and behavior fair, somebody who says fair who sees the value, so there is a concept like that. Now, again, with the kind of story, knowledge, work is a very different sense from what we imagine. Outside of what we see that is absolutely different from what we imagine outside of the same see that. So, again, it's also that happening. So, what we see, what we hear continuously, we are affecting the way we believe, the way we feel and understand. Don't AI affect us? It will, definitely. And that's why technology becomes absolutely significant. And I think on this now, though I have a few more slides, I stop it here. Thank you for listening to me and congratulate all the thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know that some business to kindly consider I received the notes Dr. Niki Gardner with a charge and memento and a token of our heartfelt appreciation. Everyone please look at the other thoughts. Now it's time for lunch. We have to wind up the session for now. After the lunch, we are going to continue the session in the first floor of this building, that is the Charlie Brothers Auditorium. The event will be continued over there. All the participants can join us over there. Afternoon, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. all the participants say that here, the economic related.
Hello, all participants are requested to join for the lunch in the gateway. Okay. So all participants, please.